Brothers, I'm bringing horror movies again. Today is still American Horror Story, The Strangers. It's said that houses with basements should not be lived in, because you never know what kind of ghosts are hidden inside. But the heroine Xiao Mei didn't believe in this. For a little bargain, she and her boyfriend Xiao Shui, they rented a house in the wilderness. When Xiao Mei went to the basement to get something, the door in front of her suddenly closed by itself. Xiao Mei pulled the handle hard, but the door wouldn't open. In panic, she saw a rope sticking out from the wall, and it could be pulled at will. As the rope was pulled longer, a secret door opened on the adjacent wall. This sudden discovery stunned Xiao Mei, but seeing it was dark inside, she didn't dare to go in rashly. So she moved a mirror, reflecting the light from the ceiling inside. While looking carefully, Xiao Mei found that there was another door opposite. What's behind the door? Could it be another exit? With these questions, Xiao Mei walked in little by little. But when the light came on again, there was a very strange room in front of her. A camera, a big iron bed, and a plastic bucket full of blood. She couldn't imagine what had happened here. Then there was a hurried knock on the door outside. Xiao Mei looked through the window. It was her boyfriend Xiao Shui who came home. She quickly handed the key through the window. After Xiao Mei came up, she insisted on leaving here. She told Xiao Shui, "There's a secret room in the basement, and there was blood everywhere, and there must have been many deaths." Facing the emotional Xiao Mei, Xiao Shui asked her to calm down first, saying he would go down and see what was going on, and asked Xiao Mei to wait for him upstairs. But after waiting, Xiao Shui never came up again. Xiao Mei hurried to the basement to look for him. She came to the room just now, but found that Xiao Shui wasn't there, as if he had disappeared into thin air. While searching, Xiao Mei accidentally pushed open a door. A long staircase appeared in front of her, and it was bottomless, and she didn't know where it led. She called Xiao Shui's name from above. After shouting for more than 10 times, Xiao Shui finally spoke from below, but it was some sounds of begging for help. "Xiao Mei, save me!" Xiao Shui shouted hoarsely. Seeing that her boyfriend was in trouble, Xiao Mei gathered her courage and went down. Soon, a big iron door appeared in front of her, and several iron cages were placed beside it. It was covered in blood. They were definitely not used to hold dogs. Seeing this, Xiao Mei no longer had the courage to go down. She kept shouting towards the tunnel ahead. Then Xiao Shui crawled over like a dog. He said there were others down there, and the man bit his leg. Before they finished talking, the monster ran over and lifted Xiao Shui's head and hit it against the wall, killing Xiao Shui. Xiao Mei was scared to pee by this scene. Then the monster roared at her. The camera changed. Dashin, the owner of the house, came here. He had never lived in this house before, because his company went bankrupt, and now he wants to sell the house to pay off debts. But seeing the clutter everywhere in the house, Dashin called the property management company, saying the tenant left. Why didn't they send a cleaner to clean up? While talking, Dashin found the basement light was still on, and the door was blocked by a chair. He took a flashlight and a knife and went downstairs. Soon, Dashin heard a sound coming from behind the wall. After seeing the rope next to it, Dashin pulled it hard and opened the door. Looking at these secret passages, he was also very puzzled, but thinking that the house had so much extra space, it must be sold for a lot of money. Dashin took a ruler and started measuring everywhere. He accidentally opened the hidden door next to it, but Dashin didn't feel scared when he saw it, because in his eyes, they were all money. Then he fixed the ruler and went down. He didn't know how long he had been walking. Dashin saw a light ahead, with sheets, TV, and other things. It seemed that someone must live here. At this moment, Dashin felt that the ruler was pulled by someone, and the force was quite strong, and pulled the ruler away. Dashin also felt a little scared. He shone the flashlight ahead, and took out a knife, but the hole in front of him was too deep, and he couldn't see anyone. Dashin was also scared away by the approaching footsteps. In panic, Dashin accidentally fell down. When he picked up the flashlight, the monster had already rushed towards him. Dashin was running ahead, and the monster was chasing him. Not far away, Dashin fell into a 2-meter deep pit. Obviously, this was a trap set by the monster. With the closing of the iron door above, a woman quickly covered Dashin's mouth, and she was the missing Xiao Mei for half a month. Xiao Mei told him, if she wants to live, she must not make a sound, and to listen to her later, and do as she says, because the monster is very cruel, and would kill without a word. While they were talking, a yellow nipple stretched down, with black hands and hair strands, which was really disgusting. The monster shook the bottle in its hand, asking Dashin to drink it. Xiao Mei next to Dashin motioned him to open his mouth, saying he just thought you were a baby. Then Xiao Mei gave Dashin a demonstration, and made a cooing sound while drinking, pretending to enjoy it. but Dashan was a stubborn person, refusing to drink. This behavior also made his mother lose patience and got angry. He first jumped out of the cage and hugged Xiaomei beside him, indicating that Xiaomei was a good baby. Then he grabbed Dashan, making a strange sound in his mouth. After that, the monster took Dashan to the room just now, while watching the parenting video on TV, and imitated the video to practice with Dashan. Meanwhile, Xiaomei took the opportunity to climb out of the deep pit, but after a few steps, she stepped on the tape measure on the ground. The crisp sound instantly interrupted the monster. Xiaomei also ran all the way and ran towards the exit, but the door to the basement was closed again, but it couldn't be opened. Xiaomei had to run to the nearby window and smashed the glass with her flashlight and climbed out in a hurry. Fortunately, a strong man pulled Xiaomei in time, seeing Xiaomei escape, and was very angry and turned back to educate Dashan. Xiaomei begged Leohai to go back with her to save Dashan, but Leohai said the monster was very scary, and there was something scarier than him in the basement. Then he was going to take Xiaomei to his home, but Xiaomei insisted on saving Dashan, but her phone was left inside the house. Xiaomei quickly came to a gas station and called the police. After a while, the police arrived here, because this area has been abandoned for many years. There were many addicts living in the empty houses nearby. Seeing Xiaomei like this, the police took her for a drug addict, and always looked impatient. After Xiaomei begged and pleaded, the police went to Dashan's house. When they heard that Xiaomei was not the owner, the police decisively refused. Okay, saying they wouldn't, to break into a private house. Are you motherfuckers leaving? I've had enough of you. You're lucky. We won't take you downtown to sleep this off in jail. As a result, the police just left. The camera shifted. Dashan also seized the opportunity to escape. By chance, he walked into another room. There were bottles and jars inside, which was dirty and smelly. While Dashan was carefully examining it, a sudden cough startled him. He didn't expect an old man lived here. He thought the old man was also imprisoned here by the monster, and brought him a glass of water to drink. At this moment, Dashan saw many videotapes on the shelf, so he took one and started playing it. But the content inside shocked Dashan. It turned out that the old man was a pervert. When he was young, he often kidnapped good women and took them to the basement to have babies with him. His purpose was to have inbreeding, to breed a monster. Dashan found out what the old man had done and began to constantly abuse him. But unexpectedly, the old man took out a gun from the ladder, aimed at his head, and shot himself.
Yes! No! Wait!
At the same time, Xiaomei broke the window and took the car keys. Seeing the monster break the door and rush towards her, Xiaomei quickly started the car and hit it with the accelerator. No matter how hard the monster was, it couldn't withstand the car's impact. After a while, she turned white in her eyes, and she didn't know if she was dead. Then Xiaomei walked into the basement again. She wanted to save Dashan from inside. Then a flashlight appeared in front of Xiaomei. Dashan thought it was the monster, so he shot at Xiaomei, but luckily it hit her stomach, but it didn't endanger her life. Dashan helped Xiaomei out of the house. Seeing the monster on the car disappear, Xiaomei suddenly panicked. She didn't expect the monster wasn't dead. Dashan said he had a gun, and he wasn't afraid at all. Then, Xiaomei came to the house of the strong man during the day. The strong man said it was very safe here, and told them not to worry. He has lived here for more than 10 years. The monster had never come here, but as soon as he finished speaking, the strong man was slapped in the face. The monster smashed the wall and rushed in. He picked up the strong man and broke his arm. Seeing this, Xiaomei and Dashi quickly ran out. They ran all the way up to a water tower, but the monster also chased after them. At the critical moment, Xiaomei reminded Dashan that he still had a gun. Dashan suddenly remembered. He took it out of his pocket, but because he was too nervous, he accidentally dropped the gun. Seeing that it was about to be over, Dashan also completely darkened. He wanted to use Xiaomei as bait to hold off the monster.
I can get away! You're gonna have to overkill!
Then he pushed Xiaomei off the water tower. Seeing his baby was about to fall to death, he actually jumped down with her and pounced to save her. When Dashan walked towards them, they lay motionless on the ground, since the monster caught Xiaomei with his body. At this time, she was not dead and still breathing. Seeing this, Dashin quickly explained, saying he didn't have time to think and had no choice but to do so. At this moment, the monster got up from the ground. He grabbed the Dashin on the opposite side, after pinching the eyes with 2 fingers, and crushed Dashin's phone. Then the monster walked towards the injured Xiaomei. Seeing her injured, the monster felt very distressed and wanted to take Xiaomei back to the basement to heal her. Although Xiaomei understood the monster's kindness, but she didn't want to go back at all. When the monster was about to pick her up, Xiaomei decisively shot and killed the monster. In the end of the story, who is the savage? Although some people look clean, but their hearts are inhabited by a savage. Some people may look like barbarians, but his heart is as clear and transparent as water.